Hey, Peeps Galucia here, and today I'm going to make good on my promises. We're going to make the components that we need to make for the miner, and I'm also going to show you how I start to split things up so that the machines can be on separate circuits and they have plenty of power to run. I have to make today's episode kind of quickly because many of you are aware that I am a over-the-road truck driver, and many of you are also aware that I am about to give up the whole over-the-road truck driver thing, and I'm actually going to be permanently at my house, and I will be able to start doing a lot more YouTube. But in the meantime, I'm getting ready to turn in my truck, and that is a complicated process, and I will not have my laptop with me, so I won't be able to do YouTube for a little while. When I'm done and I'm permanently in my office, I'm drastically changing how I record YouTube for the better. So I also don't want to do too much before then because the quality is going to get a lot better after that. So, because of all those various reasons, this episode and the next episode of the tutorial will be the last ones that I do before my new setup. And because of that fact, I'm very short on time. So we need to get things going, as they say. So we will not spend a whole lot of time on this. I'm just going to do it so that you know the deal. So, as I said in the last episode, the problem with the LV transformer is that it doesn't split the power like it's supposed to. The more outs you put on this, the more it reduces the voltage of the output. So we want the full 32 EU coming out. So what I've done is I've split this. So now we've got 128 coming out, and then it's going to go 64-64 just because the line itself is actually being split. And then from there, it'll be converted into 32. And that is going to be how I do this. So that's how you're going to split your power. And again, that's just because the LV transformer doesn't work properly. If the LV transformer worked... Whoops. I ran out of tin cable and it automatically started. If you do it if the LV transformer worked, then you wouldn't have to do this. But eventually you would have to split the whole system anyway, because again, you end up making so many machines that they can't all be on the same line because it would be too much power. They can only take 32 EU on the line. So eventually you need to break up the machines anyway. So let's see, how do I want to do this? This is in the middle, so that has to go. That's number one. So the middle is no longer going to be a thing. Actually, I need that cable because I'm out of cable. I really just need to make more cable, huh? And then, let's see. So, extractor and two... Yeah, that's too much on that side. Let's do this. Let's take the compressor. Let's put the macerator there, and we'll put the compressor on that side. And so for now, this is how it's going to be split up, and that's because the metal former is 10 EU per tick, so that's our most heavy-duty machine. And the compressor's also the compressor and the extractor. They're not used that often, so that's how I'm going to split it for now. And as I make machines from here, based on how much power they consume and how regularly they're used, I'll decide where they go. So I'll clean that up in a little bit, but you generally get the idea. I still like to use bat boxes to feed into them. Okay, so in my hastiness... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. In my hastiness of getting the bat boxes set up, I actually completely forgot how the bat boxes work, which is really bad for a tutorial. The white circle is the output, not the input. Silly me, and that's why they weren't connecting properly. So I apologize for that. So this should be just like that. And this one should be just like that. And we'll get that connected, which is why the one filled up, because it was in a different direction at first. Okay, so that one slowly filling up. This one almost full. So there you go. And you can see how quickly it filled up. So we know that this is feeding it properly and everything is going good. And then obviously we just run the cable from there. So everything is disconnected, for now. But obviously I'll get around to fixing that. I mean, you don't need a tutorial for that. You understand the general mechanics of how the world works here. We just need to put down some cable. There you go. Now those machines are hooked up. I got to do the same thing over there once I get some more tin cable, which I have to make. So from here on, the rest of what we're doing is we are going to make the pieces of the miner and the miner itself. We'll get that all set up so that it's ready to go, and then the following episode will be all about how to properly set up... There's a slime up there. That's weird. You're in a weird place, slime. Yeah, the next episode will be all about how to properly set up the miner, and then we'll take things from there. Okay, so as I said, we're going to need certain ingredients to get everything accomplished. Ingredient number 1 is the mining drill itself, which we already have. Ingredient number 2 is this mining pipe. So we're just going to need a bunch of iron plate and some tree taps. And honestly, for now, I should be good with 63, but I'll go ahead and make a little bit more than that. And then I guess I got carried away with making tree taps. I kind of just shift-clicked to make the tree taps, and I was like, whoa, I made way too many. So that's the pipe. We got the drill. And then the last ingredient that actually goes inside the miner is the OD scanner. There's also something called an OV scanner. That's the more advanced version, but the mats for it are insane and way beyond us at this point. So the OD scanner. I got lucky. I still haven't gone to the nether, but I've gotten a few pieces of glowstone dust from various mobs. So I've lucked out. I've found one in a chest underground, or 2, or something like that. And I killed a couple, was it witches? Or I killed something that dropped these. I can't even think of what it was now. But anyway, so I haven't gone to the nether, but I've gotten lucky with the glowstone dust. And then the gold item casings made the same way as all the other item casings, just with gold, obviously, and the circuits and the thing with the thing and the lady. And that makes the OD scanner. And it's important to note that the OD scanner holds 100,000 power, just like the drill holds 30,000 power. All of these things, it's better off if they're pre-charged rather than... Ooh, look at you. Look at you. It's better if they're pre-charged rather than charging them in the miner, because that'll just slow things down. And we obviously have power to spare. I still have plenty of lava, so I'm going to start letting that charge up so that it's good to go. And then the last thing to make is the miner itself, which actually is probably the easier mats of anything that we have to make, less intensive. So yeah, just a chest and a basic machine, 2 electronic circuits, 1 pipe, and there's your miner. So I can place this down just to give you a quick idea of what I was talking about. Obviously, I'm not going to mine my house, but we're not going to connect it to anything. But so... you can see even it has the outline. So the drill goes there, the scanner goes there, the pipe goes there. And then it has a small internal storage. So it'll start digging items and they'll appear in here. But there's also a device that you can make to make it eject the items. And then the ejected items can go into whatever you want. Either a basic chest or you can get more fancy with it. So in tomorrow's tutorial... or not tomorrow's, I'm sorry. Well, tomorrow for me, because I'm going to be recording it the day after the day I'm recording this. But Saturdays, if everything goes according to plan, Saturday's tutorial, I will be showing you how to properly set this up. The best way, especially in the beginning, when we don't have much to work with. So how to properly set it up, and we will also, we're not completely without nothing else to do. We will be making the device that allows you to eject the items, because once you make the miner, I swear to you, especially like in a single player world, where because servers run nonstop, but in a single player world, I will place the miner, and then like go do the dishes or something. Like, I'll literally stand here in the house and just let everything run. So long as I know that I have power to do it and there's no issues, just let Minecraft run so that the miner has time to do its thing. Absolutely, I will do that. But that requires it to be set up properly and safely, and we want the ejector so that we have enough storage to actually walk away and let it run for a long period of time without being checked. So that's what you can look forward to. I'm about to say tomorrow again, on Saturday, and then after that, like I said, I will have my new setup. It drastically improves my experience as far as recording goes. It should at least somewhat improve the quality. I don't know how drastic the actual quality will be, but it's definitely going to be better one way. You should notice it. I'm really looking forward to the upgrades that are coming. So you can look forward to that as well. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate the view and support as always. Hopefully today's episode was helpful. And as I said, everything that I've been doing up until now has been so that I can get the miner. And now I almost have the miner. So that is exciting. Let's start making that cable. Gotta get my house set up. I dug holes in the floor and now half my machines don't work. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm gonna kill you. Nah! No, don't fly! Don't fly! Oh, this is bad. Oh, there's a skeleton. I got a chainsaw. And now I'm being shot by a skeleton. Skeletons. Get wrecked! Look at that. I got a blizz rod. It's like a blaze rod, but a blizz rod. Like